Good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers. I was out last week with various problems. Whoa. We can get back into Stationeers. Creative wants us to go back to Mimas as we are as a stable point and get to the fun project. Yeah, that's always a fun part. Don't disagree, but at the same time, he's also helping Puma, so I might do a solo Vulcan with the lizard. That would be fun. The Nox infection. Not quite. Boy, it's been a while since I've played this. Yeah. So yeah, it's sick and tired. Basically, is what it amounted to. And when did I? Oh, right, because I took a little bit of burn damage when I accidentally opened up my my safe space. Oh, we got storm rolling in. Yeah, that I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Strawberries. Strawberries are ready for harvest. Let's grab those. Come on. There we go. Sick and tired has been making its roundabouts. Yeah, that's... Oh, right. That's... Forgot. Let's see. Still need corn, pumpkin, watermelons I don't have planted. I did have a thought for my furnace. There's a couple thoughts I had about it. So you know what? I got enough pumpkin. Didn't see that. Brain fart. Holy crap. I really gotta open up my space a little bit more here. Of course, I can't open... Oh. That might actually be all in the way. I don't know. I tend to build underground, and I like my volcano rocket launcher, so Vulcan can... Yeah! That sounds awesome. And dig down close enough, you can put glass floors down and have your evil lair. It's too bad you can't have sharks with frickin' laser beams on their head. Okay, so we're still warm because the cooling system is overloaded because I'm trying to cool down the degassing furnace. So I had two thoughts with that. So right now I have a problem with the amount of thermal masses in there. It has a tendency to get too cold and then just start spitting out ore. So one thought I did have, I had two thoughts. So one thought was to put more tanks on this line and get rid of that tank over there, because yeah, just not enough volume in this pipe network because it's all in the tank, and I think that's part of the problem. And then also, I can't remember if the regular furnace actually has a logic input. I don't know if it does. It does. Okay. So I was also thinking I could have it close when it's too cold. Or, well, I guess too cold or too hot, really. The only possible ingot going through there that might be too hot would be lead. I guess it'd be ore at that point, turning into an ingot, so maybe I don't need to worry about it. But I do think I need to put a little function in there that it will close the output if it is too cold to outgas. So I don't end up with non-outgassed ore in my system. Because that'll interfere with these guys. Speaking of which. Ah, dang it. Didn't pay attention. Oh, you know what? If I open up some of these things, maybe I'll... So this is down in temp. I forget what it needs to be. 1800 Kelvin. If my calculator would get, there we go, 1527. 1850, that's what it needs to be. 1850 is what it's set to, so 1577. So it's actually not that far down. That's not the hot side. The hot side, let's see the red pipe. What's the red pipe? Oh! Good. That is higher. Okay, that's good. That is very good. That means this will actually heat up. Problem I've been having is my red pipe's been cooler than the system, so... Oh. Happy day. Happy day. So, yep, got my four furnaces at their specific temperatures. This guy, I have to run at 2 different pressures, so it'll probably be running at 30 megapascals for the most part, unless I need to make electrum, then it's going to drop to 2.4. Well, 2.2 is, I think, where I'm going to target it. But I also need to consider getting an ore input, because I'm down to... Well, I got lots of coal, but pretty much like 2 of everything else, except for nickel, probably lead. Oh, silicon I've actually got a fair amount. Oh, anyway, getting off track. So, my furnace control script, or this, how do I handle this? Do I want more on this pipe network? Oh crap, there's another thing that I gotta worry about here, is the condensation. So I've got 2 liquids that are condensating at this point. Because of the pressure I'm running at, trying to make sure... Okay. If I set it so the furnace shuts itself at low temperatures, then I can run this at a lower pressure and not have to deal with the liquefaction of my byproducts. That might be the way to go. If I crack that open, I think I'm going to dump a bunch of hot air and pop. What? Burn damage is now 37%? Was 35. Did not like going through the airlock? Let's test it.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
Oh.
Pressure critical. Temperature
okay.
critical.
I don't know why that's giving me burn damage, but yeah, so going through the airlock without a suit on is giving me lung damage. That's good to know. Good to know. Okay, steam. I don't have any volatiles, so I can crack this open. Okay, good to know. So I'm gonna have to fix my lungs, which means I need to do liquid nitrogen. Ah, yes, the... Oh, okay. So, Tuver, what I need to do first, which is why I haven't yet, need to uninstall everything mods included, and then start over. Modular consoles needs to be set up a certain way, and I did it wrong, and now my game is buggy. That's the real reason I haven't been playing it. That's understandable. Understandable. That's... Oh yeah, we're still loaded, right? Do I have that valve off? Do I have that valve off? I do have that valve off. Good. $53 liters over here. Only 25 over here. I don't want to do that because it'll heat up then. Alright, so we are... I still need to get my oxygen off of that loop. And put more in my cooling loop. This is a manual thing. Let's check. 12 megapascals, we're good. Okay. I feel like I'm doing a bunch of run and run and not doing anything. Okay. So we'll do this, I guess, just to make sure that I don't give myself some damage here. Since I got some lung damage, I'll put the pressure up a little bit, just to make sure. Let's do that. Just gotta run around with a stupid suit on, just so I don't kill myself. Okay. Right, and I got wire, so let's just hook that up, I guess. I can find a good way to get in there. I think I might be able to get in there. Let's close this, because I don't know what's going to happen. It's actually a vacuum. It's a hot vacuum, but it's a vacuum. Okay. I'm not exactly sure where the data port is. Hot vacuum. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Don't have a lot of wiggle room here. Oh. Does it actually have... I don't know if it actually has an input. It's got logic, but... Well, I'll tell you one thing about chutes melting in the heat. I did it before an update. Yeah, that is the fun part with that. Yeah. Oh, right, plastic, extra plastic. You have to keep the energy low, I guess. think that might be enough. Put that away. I guess I have a jetpack. I am not seeing an input anywhere for a wire, so it may have logic, but I don't believe you can read it. Okay. Huh. I definitely don't want to use the advanced furnace, but... yeah, that's true. Setting 50. Oh, that's the output size. It does have logic. But where the heck is the logic port? Right? I guess, what do we do? Oh, that... Okay, that was unexpected. Okay. I just put a bunch of pollutant into the base. Great. Great, great, great. Wrench first. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's behind the input chute. All right. Okay. Behind the input chute. That's good to know. It's upside down. Good job. Awesome. Well, now I know for the next time. Yeah, I could open it up again and do the same thing. Oh, crap. I could actually fit back here, too. That was... Alright. Okay. Alright, there's that. Now for the other task at hand. 0.5%. Oh, cripe. And I've got NOS in here, too. That's great. That is great. Okay. Well, this is going to be fun, I guess. I could do a quick burn off. Wait, it's NOS and volatile, right? Not NOS and O2. That would make sense. Yeah, there's no hydrogen. There's no hydrogen, so we're safe. Okay. Do I have any... Don't have any active vents. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, first off, let me... Since now I can turn off the yeah, I can turn this. Oh, this guy already is off. Okay, good. Which he's supposed to be. I will reset this back to. Well, hang on. And because at this point, what I need to worry about is NOS liquefying. And we're going to be running at. Actually, Kelvin would make more sense. 373, so 1500. I can't go above 1500. Alright, so there we go. Okay, now these can... trying to... Did the pressure drop so much when I disconnected the furnace that it actually evaporated off the pollutant? Okay. What do I have for... Oh, it's carbon dioxide. I need to pull that out. I need to pull that out. I gotta drop this. Drop this pressure down. Of course, it leaves me with nitrogen, which is not a very good gas for cooling, but actually, changed my mind. Let me get rid of the CO2. The pollutant is going to be much better for cooling. Okay, alright. So that's taken care of. Well, yeah, at the right temperature, and that's one of the other problems I'm going to have is I have to get liquid nitrogen to get rid of my damage. And that sucks. Here. I mean, I can do it, but it's going to take a little bit more infrastructure than I have planned out. Okay. Do I have? I should have. Surprised I don't have. Maybe I used the atmospherics kit. Okay. Oh, crap. You know, that's another thing that I need to think about. I haven't finished this thought. Oh! Okay, you are 600 kPa, 1.3. You're going to be a problem soon. Okay. Okay, so that's a problem that I've got to solve pretty quickly. Now, atmospherics kit, do I have? I got copper, don't I? Yeah, that's... Right now, I'm dealing with heat, and I think the bottleneck, well, it's my water evaporation loop, I think, is where my bottleneck is. Well, hang on. Let me, okay. Alright. So it didn't warn me about toxins, so the concentration of pollutant isn't. Doesn't look like I'm taking any damage. So that's kind of good. Gotta watch the temperature, but Yeah, that's... It's 0.3... Well, I saw as high as 0.5%.
Temperature high.
Oop. It's a little high over here still, because I'm dumping the heat from here. Okay, so I got that hooked up. Let me put these windows back in. There. That'll help. That will help, because I'm dumping heat from basically outside into here. So now I can stop doing that. Okay. Shoot. 20 to 40 years. Well, I'll kill myself before then with other things. So I am that good. Okay, let's drop that in. Okay, let's throw the copper out there because I need all the copper I can get. I don't even have enough of that. What? Why are you just spinning out, you piece of poo? It's because I left that open? Huh. Nice. Okay.
Hunger caution.
Alright. Let's go make some copper. Let's lock that helmet before I do something dumb. Okay, copper. .9. Oh, I got this cycling. That's good. Oh, I guess I forgot what it was doing. Okay, got copper right there. I might as well cycle the airlock. $16.25. Is that what the temperature is over here? Ah, it is. Okay. Alright, we'll leave that there. Okay, somehow the copper ended up going through that door. Okay. Alright, fine. I was gonna grab the copper, but no. I guess not. I don't wanna. Okay, we can go ahead and unlock that for now. Temperature's coming down. I gotta make the run to get that copper. Yeah, I guess that's true. Even though the copper had to literally go across the room to get there. Jeez. It's actually hot in that room. Well, hopefully my air conditioner doesn't get too warm. Or my greenhouse. So there's an atmospheric kit with the last I have of my gold. Active vent.
Hydration critical.
Quantum tunneling. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, let's print off one of these. And then there's also the insulated inline tank that I want. Actually, insulated pipe utility gas. Let's go ahead and make up 4 of those. Yeah. So I want to put something on the NOS line so I've got a little bit of buffer space. Because I'm going to be taking this atmospherics kit and shoving the NOS into the pipe. Cable, I've got that, and hopefully I've got enough power for that. Okay, let's turn you off for the moment so that I can crack. I was going to say crack you open, but I need some pipe. Heavy duty cable now. We're going to ask if we're going to get tier 3 pipes, but they did update tanks, so I guess tanks are tier 3 pipe. Yeah. Yeah, they're getting rid of it being a separate pipe network, right? That'll be pretty nice. And when that actually happens, then I don't have to remove that guy. One moment. Okay, I apologize for that. I had a call on the radio that I had to answer, so no more needing a pipe between the tank and the pump. Oh, that is also helpful. I would love for more stuff to be like that, honestly. But I guess we'll take what we can get when we can get it, right? Let's see. Filtered out. I think I can make this work. Oh, crap. I don't have a... Yeah, oh, fine. We'll get there. We will get there. Okay. I'm just gonna do this straight up. I don't have a filter for this either. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about the back pressure. Okay. And what I'm doing here is extraordinarily dirty. It's fine. I need a passive vent. Do I have one hanging out? Dang, I was hoping I would. But that's just iron. Oh, yes, that's right. Vent, passive, iron. Just need one. Little wasteful. Ooh. That'll work. Gimme. Thank you. Oh. Okay. There's that. Dummy. So glad that they have the same footprint.
Under critical.
It would be silly otherwise, but... Okay, there we go. Inward. We're going to shove as much in as we can. Try to circulate air. Not going to be power efficient. I'll pop this here. Nitros. Just going to use a regular filter. Be good enough. Let's go eat, drink, be merry. Oh, man. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, temperature in here is fair. It is deviating a little bit, but I'm not going to complain too much because it's at least on target. Safe for plants and all. Oh, I just realized my active vent inputs on my air conditioners could actually be condensing the NOS and pollutant. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. My mood is increasing because of good hygiene. Still find it funny that I'm still have to go through the... Yeah, because it's hot in here. What are we doing here? Yeah, 5% stress. And climbing. So well, I mean, at least it's blowing some... Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright. The air conditioner is apparently processing the liquids, which I didn't think they did, but... Okay. Right. NOS filter. This one I really want to capture. The pollutant... I do have enough sources for that. Okay, turn you on. Turn you on. What's your stress level? Looked like 1.4. Having a hard time seeing around the chute, I guess. 1.5, okay, that's dealable. Get the NOS out of here. Okay, now you and you. There we go, that dropped the pressure significantly, so it would... Yeah, okay, so we won't have any liquefaction problems. If we're dealing with let's just say 50. So, as long as it stays below 1.2 megapascal. But this is all insulated, this shouldn't be a problem. So, okay. Good. Pull the NOS out of the air. Ever so slowly. How are we doing here? 1.7, and we're getting significantly... Oh, right, because I'm pulling out of the tank over there. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, you warmed up, you're good. Your temperature's good. Your temperatures are good. Your temperatures are good. Awesome. I could probably put some code for like displays and temperatures and all that fun stuff. But open this up. Temperatures are good. Even over here in this corner, we won't die. That's important. Okay. Always, always, always. Yes, I have 4 furnaces. They run at 4 different temperatures. So 2 of the furnaces make a single element. So this one's going to be my hot furnace. That is going to be responsible for the majority of the elements. It's going to be able to make everything up to and including astraloy. It can also make electrum, but I have to control the pressures. And then this guy is running the temperature for number 4. So for hastaloy, so this one will make strictly hastaloy. This guy here is running a little bit cooler at... Oh, hang on a second. I got this screwed up. Hit a hot one. Oh, 0, 1. Okay, so 1250. This is 3. This is going to make Invar. This one is 02. This will run 975. So this one's making hastaloy. This will make solder. Solder and waspaloy. Yeah. Yep. Pre-degassing. So that's what this guy's all going to be all about. Is going to degas it. And eventually it's probably going to be all deep mined, but right now everything's going through it. So it's got its input buffer, goes to the output buffer, and then gets sorted. So then I'm going to have the ordering system with its recipes, which I still have to figure out. But essentially I'm going to put it in an order for like 500 of an item, I think is what it's going to be. And it'll make it. And then it's going to ship it off to silos to store. But that's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of chips involved there. For sure. Stress is way down. Polluting's still a problem. 1 point... What do I have this set to? 1.5. Okay. I think we're still trying to get down there. Oh, it's down a little bit. Alright, let's turn you off. Okay. Alright. I'm going to put the pollutant filter back in that. I'm going to need a... passive vent and then an active vent. Need to start over on my designs. My moon base has a setup for this, but I no longer want to use the electric centrifuge and need to start over with my code. And yeah, and deep miners changed since that. Oh yeah, I had gotten mine set up on my Mars base, and well, of course the terrain update happened and completely borked that. But I didn't want to invest the time in getting it going, and now I can't even recover it. So. But that's okay. I need this, so let's go ahead and do this. So you try not to rip up the floor, because I know how that goes. Passive vent. Okay. You know, sometimes I just want to... Oh, right, yeah, of course. Jeez. Come on, game. Think how I'm thinking. I don't want to put 20... Oh, whatever. It's going to sing. It's going to sing, but who cares? It's for purifying the air anyway. Which, the funny thing is, I don't have that actually set up. Inward. On. Crank you up. Yeah, you're broken, doesn't matter. Okay, so this should start pulling the pollutant out of the air. There we go. Yep, this ought to work. Make sure that this is low stress. Okay. Almost probably be easier to vacuum out the base and start fresh. Great. We're after the moon, and yeah, rockets sound fun, and I want to get to them eventually, but I want to finish up this project. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I had my face mask open. Okay. So we are filtering the NOS, filtering the pollutant. It's going to take bloody forever, but we do have a system in place. Got the degasser to the temp range, I think. Pressure's still up there, but... Wait, why is the temperature going up? You're not on. Wait a minute. It's because my cooling network is too hot. That's... Hang on. Oh, right. Yes, okay. Alright. Okay. I had myself confused there. So the temperature's going up on here because my cooling network is too warm. But I disconnected it from the actual base cooling, so I'm not... Alright. I am not currently loading the system down on this side. Good. Alright. Crikey. Oh, it started with an idea. It's still hot in here. This coolant pipe is too warm. So we're dumping, oh, let's see, we're dumping 11K? We're running out of, yeah, we're banging our head here. So you indicate that you're only pushing 11K into here, but I've got 11 of these running, indicating that's like darn near 70K. These two are running at 60K, so my nitrogen system is actually pretty cool, all things considered. But okay. Whoopsie. Yeah. Yeah, ads. Ads are great. I don't, actually, When I'm actually trying to watch the show, it's kind of annoying, but other than that, I've been leaving my stuff on, and sometimes I'll bring up two, 3, 4 streams, and I might leave them on overnight just to help out. My boss was actually playing World of Warcraft one day, and me alone managed to get him like a whole $1 of ad revenue. It's like, okay. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Why? Your temperatures just aren't getting down low enough on this side. We have a little bit of gas. Still feel like we could be evaporating off a little bit more. Got an okay amount in the water pipes. So not like we're running dry. Vampires. You're moving a lot of heat. Where's the source? So the source of the heat is actually... Well, I got all my base cooling pushing into it. But the primary source is my... my water, my steam. So this is where I think most of the energy is coming from. We got... Well, that's only showing like 4 kilojoules of heat. 4 kilojoules of heat, and then my... 4 kilojoules of heat. So I'm only 10 kilojoules here. Four and 4, I'm going to say 8. Yeah, okay. So I think I'm pushing about 20 kilojoules of heat into it right now, if I had to guess. With this stuff, I'm not running Stirling. Oh, with the steam, yes. So the way that I do the steam is H2 combustor. Here, I'll show you. Yes, the Stirlings are amazing. So I have the combustor, so I push my fuel in to the combustor, which is in my furnace room. And as you can see, my first line of defense is I dump the heat into my gas, so I keep that up high. And then I inject it into my Stirling setup here, and I target this for a 30 megapascals. And I've got 6 directly in series. So I think by time it gets to this point, it's no higher than 800 degrees Celsius. And then I also... oh, I got a lighter over here for this reason. So then additionally, I have a radiator system over here set up that will kick this digital valve on if the atmosphere is cooler than what's in the pipe. So usually when I put my atmospherics on the waste pipe, which will be the pre-filter, where I pull the steam out of, it's usually 50 degrees above ambient. So I do a phenomenal amount of heat reduction here. I still haven't gotten into the storm gas, which, as far and few as between, I don't know if I'd be able to move enough gas. But I've got these guys set up, and they're aiming for like 2 degrees. So I've got the Elmo Tricks set up where the waste of one side is going to the cooling on, or the other side. And this just isn't working like it used to, I don't think. Because let's just grab... Yeah. So according to this stage, I'm only moving like 20 kilojoules of energy, which is consistent with what I'm putting in. I just figured I'd be better off. Yeah, the cascading loops. Yeah, so the Venus atmosphere into the Stirling, if you had a cold room, you can get away with it, but I don't know if you'd be able to... Oops. That was a World of Warcraft input. That doesn't work. Yeah, because then you'd be heating the room and you'd have to cool it again. But, do I have this? Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. This is on top of my production room. So this is how I keep the... So I've got a cold, a hot, and then a middle temperature range. This actually cools 3 of the furnaces and heats the one. Yeah. Yeah, oh, okay, I see what you're saying, yeah. It might net cooling, but it probably, yeah, it costs power for sure. Especially if you're trying to inject the oh yeah, the atmosphere at a significant temperature or pressure. Jeez, I'm having problems here. What are we doing here? 16th. Oh, this is actually still climbing. You're going down. Well, since you're already on, I don't think the... we'll go back to that. Yes, cooling definitely is the hardest part anymore. Yeah. Cooling with rockets, yeah. That's true. So, yeah, I almost want to put another stage on the air conditioners up, or not necessarily stage, but another in parallel loop, which then I'd have to update everything to either heavy cable or use another transformer. But then I'd have to improve my power system. And can we get rid of the heat effect? It's not really that hot in here. Okay, it's not getting rid of the heat effect. Great. Okay. I guess we can go rate some code.
Temperature high.
Okay. Okay, now you can have the heat effect because it's hot in here. 20 kilojoules. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool over here. Pulling so much power now. What is our... Polluting is down under 0.1%. NOS is down to 0.01% in this spot. I go into the production room over here. 0.15% pollutant. 0.02% NOS. Doing alright. Although at this point, I don't know if I need to split hairs. If I dump volatiles, I'm screwed anyway. Ooh. Yeah, 2, yeah. Ugh. Okay, so this is basically the furthest from the cooling I can get, or the filtering I can get. 0.2% pollutant, 0.02% NOS. So I think we're good. Actually, technically speaking, this might, atmospherically speaking, be further away. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Back through my... Nope, not through there. Through my space tunnel. I think it's possible. I did start doing a redemption, try to see if I could actually make it, but the dehydration I think might still get me again. Not nearly as bad, but I might still have a death. But I definitely have a better grasp of what needs to be done. And it is interesting. I was watching Mumanji do his Vulcan Brutal, and he's only really played the cooler planets, so it's definitely a different animal. Really enjoyed watching him play that. Okay, code for the furnace. So we're going to define hash furnace. Not the kit. This guy, structure furnace. Okay. Min gas temp, I'm going to set it to 375. I think that's okay. This is for Buffalo. This. Pressure, temp pressure. Okay, first let's start by check furnace. Okay to open. So load. H furnace. I'm just gonna load batch actually. Set greater than. So R14 has R15 needs to be greater than min gas temp, I think is what I got. Then set batch H furnace open equal to R14. That should do it. Okay, you are open. Because you definitely are warm enough. So let's... I don't have any uranium. I do have silicon. Your nickel. And leave the lead. Oh. Oopsie. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and close everything else up. Most of this is probably already degassed, but I know some of it isn't. So we should be good now to... Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, Vulcan. Oh, sorry, I missed a few things there. Vulcan is fun with the hot volatiles, gold, and the arc furnace. Day in the day is boom. Put the furnace in a box and capture all the gases. Yes. So, what's your plan for managing the degas furnace environment? So, I've got two things managing it. So, I've got my the atmospheric to keep it warm, and then I'm going to plug it into my AC line to keep it cool. And that's really... The cooling line should be only used if if and only if I'm priming the system, kind of like I am now, or if I happen to put something in there and it combusts. For instance, the super fuel mix.
Hunger caution.
Since that's 50 Celsius is auto ignition, and I'm above that. So if I happen to have volatiles and NOS in there at the same time, it's going to combust. So that's a problem. Let's see, I'm just going to do this. Actually, I need to keep an eye open on that. Because this is a dead giveaways when this is just spitting out ore like it's just another chute, then I know it's not actually degassing. Yeah, so with what comes off of the ore, there was some cobalt there. I am any oxygen, NOS, or volatiles I'm collecting, and right now I was taking pollutant out of it because I want to maintain the pressure at a level that's safe for NOS.
Hydration critical.
There's probably a better way to do it. I think I need more volume in this pipe network. So I've only got 260. If they make it so that the tank and the pipe network become one, that's not a problem. But I might have to put some inline tanks in here just to make make it a little harder to bring the pressure too far up. But this looks like it's working fairly well, but I don't, oh, sorry. But I don't know if any of these are actually being degassed. If they were already degassed, then it's not going to do anything. But I can see the temperature is slowly going down, so that's a plus. And I can't really test until I put some fresh stuff in, so I might actually take a mining trip to get some fresh subjects. But yeah, so I shouldn't be throwing not degassed ores out anytime soon. I could accidentally smelt lead at this temperature. Whoop, jeez. Ah, mouse got stuck on a piece of paper. Okay, so let's grab this. I think I like the idea of a mining trip. Interesting. There are certain reagent mixes that seem to be primed and ready to go. Wait a minute. Oh, it's because the temperature's rising. I guess I better shove that in my face. Thought I had a canister explode on the floor. That would have been great for the base. Would have been phenomenal. My greenhouse may have... Nah, who am I kidding? That would have opened it up to atmosphere and my 200 kPa windows would have blown out. You know, I probably should actually put some more nitrogen in here. I don't know if that would be helpful or not. Oh, I see what you're saying, a mixing furnace. Yeah, I did consider that. Have a mixing furnace and then throwing it in, but technically I guess you could make a mixing furnace or a mixer, yeah, and then dump it into Oh, how would you do that? I was going to say dump it into individual silos, but then you'd have to control the output the whole way. Might be a little cumbersome. What's our temperature of our steam? Well, our oxygen's down to 40 degrees, so we are cooling. That's good. Goodness. Our water down to 60 degrees, not quite where we need it to be, but... oh, let's drink. Yep, there we go. I really need to put in a water fountain here. Yeah, Venus is definitely hot enough to mix. Hot enough for a lot of things. Hot enough to boil you alive. Okay, 38. I guess let's take the shower. Yeah, the digital chutes, the one that seemed to make the most sense would be the flip-flops. But then you'd have to figure out, yeah, the ratios. I think is how you'd have to control it. It would really be nice to have a literal left-right valve, you know, a diverter valve. And a diverter valve, or even a three-way diverter valve. So you could say left, right, or center. Powered chutes, right? Powered chutes. So I can make a, yeah, valve. Yeah, so your digital valves is just an on-off valve, left or right, and then the flip-flop, left or right. So the flip-flop, I think, is the closest you can get to the diverter. Okay. Come on, stupid Twitch. How screwed up. Literally three-way. I mean, obviously, yeah, we know what they're talking about, but when we're talking about digital valves, I don't think anybody's really thinking that. Twitch. Yeah, there's so many. Even a diverter valve, because we got the one-way valve. It'd be nice to be able to have a, you know, three inputs and be able to select where it goes. Or I guess it could work both ways, technically speaking. So we wanted to go mining. I think we are in the night. I really need to build a clock or something so I at least have an idea of just where we are in the night cycle. I also have to figure this out, because there was supposed to be code that I wrote that's obviously not working. Is if this doesn't have any more input, it's supposed to go ahead and dump and shut off. Yeah, totally okay with games where you kill thousands, but not that one reference that may be an adult theme. Yeah, yep, exactly. Yeah, see, and now we're going to have a problem because the iron didn't dump out. Yeah, whatever. So, I don't have any oxygen in the pipe, right? Nope, I don't have any oxygen, so we're good. So we will filter this out, throw it in here. Good. I guess check filters while we're waiting for daybreak. Water filters are good, volatile filters are good. I do need a pollutant. That nitrogen's not even hooked up. That's the one to get out of my get out of this pipe. Oxygen out of the greenhouse. We're good. Carbon dioxide. Yeah, okay, we're good. Oh, O2 off of my waste gas. Okay, waste gas. So I need an O2 and a pollutant. Yeah. Yes, yes, that is a very good point. Priorities misplaced. Technically speaking, I can already run outside. Let's lock the helmet so I don't do anything silly. Kick this on. AC on. Pull these out. And let's go... Go mining. I do have my tracker with me if I get too lost. That's lead. That's not what I want. That's silver. I don't care for nickel. I don't care for... Yeah, there we go. There's coal. That's not in a good spot. Well, I guess it might be okay. Oh dear. I don't really need coal. Oh, there's some iron over there. Catalyst filters, yeah. I did hear... Ooh, oh... Hit and run. Okay. Whee! Okay, go... Ooh, you know what I really want... What I really want... Iron and copper. So here's iron. Oh, RTGs would be great. It would be terrible in a place like Venus, but on a place like Mimas, that'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, once you got the seeds, you don't need any other trader, really. Yeah, I still want to pull in a some of the exotic plants. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I guess you could see about getting cheese. Let's grab some gold. I am floating. I would love to replace all my ferns with Darga ferns, and I'd have unlimited oxygen. I mean, technically speaking, I have unlimited oxygen. The only thing I'm missing is automation, basically, on my water plant. My water generation plant. And then everything would be kind of self-sufficient. Wouldn't even need me. I do need to write a auxiliary. Use my charcoal up on stuff. We're gonna fill up this bag here in a second. Let's do this. is. Oh, that's not full. That's... There we go. Okay. Ah, yeah. It never fun when it just goes sideways or blow out a wall or some unforeseen circumstance. My goodness, this is a pretty good size. What the heck? It's blowing me up. Good sized coal vein is what I was trying to say. Now I gotta mole man my way out. It's easier to mole man your way out than it is to fly. Oh crap. Oh crap. As long as you don't make a left turn at Albuquerque. This was my gold. Crap. I think this is about the surface. Yeah, there we go. Punch it through the surface. Yeah, I've read the description for the Hades plant. That's about as far as I've gotten with it. It's kind of... seems interesting. Although I do find it funny that it shows... I remember the entry for that. It shows volatiles as a byproduct, but it's also toxic to the plant. That one... not exactly sure how I feel. Oh, goodness, goodness. That was a little scary. That might be a misprint, but... sliding down the mountain. Yeehaw! Oh. Whoopsie! Yeah, that's a problem. When fuel is in a pipe that fuel is not supposed to be in. Makes for an exciting time. Half the time when it's in a pipe that it's supposed to be in, it's exciting. Okay, it's cobalt, that's volatile. Yeah, let's skip that for now. Iron is always welcome. Can't say no to iron. Can't say no to gold, can't say no to copper. Silicon's useful too. Yeah. So is the Hades plant the emo plant? Always trying to kill itself. Yeah, I still want to upgrade further to better control of... scalable control is what I'm thinking of, oops. Of, different rooms. The pre-gas mix room air, I thought originally it was going to be a good idea, but then you get an imbalance pretty easily if you don't have a way to make up the balance. It would work in a scenario where you had... yeah, I guess exact control. Yeah, I guess it really wouldn't work unless you were literally doing air exchanges, literal air exchanges. Yeah, flush it to the process tank instead of... yeah, that's That's a good idea. Because that's where you would be filtering it anyway, so that makes sense. You're a little too close to lead. I don't want any lead in my pack at the moment. Just because I know that will smelt. That's lead. That's coal. Nickel. I think that's gold. It's either gold or silver. That's gold. Oh dear. Yeah, we can make this work. Get some silicon too. I think I got 8 stacks of this, so this isn't in a high demand. I have a tank to go pull off volatiles and send everything else down there. Yeah. Not where I want to be. It's right on the edge. Scary. At least I got the duct tape in the hand. Get the duct tape in the hand. Okay, let's get out of the hole. Away from the hole. Let's fill up bags. Let's look at our... Well, yeah. So... yeah, that's another thing that I learned about Venus mining. Just keep that mining drill going and it cancels out the atmospherics pretty good. So, you know what? No, silicon. Actually, I really could use copper. Speak of the devil. Oh, what's the... Oh, there's a mystery afoot. Trying to remember the Sherlock Holmes thing. Something afoot. Kappa! 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 Kappa, kappa, kappa. Okay. Oops. Alright. Whoa. Does not like me drilling into my face, apparently. The game is afoot. Yes. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. There we go. Oh. I do like that there's actually a visual indicator now of where the ores are going to be, so the blue soil kind of gives it a... Oh, not a place I want to be. Ah. I hate when I dig into one of my own caverns. Oh, I'm about out of daylight. About out of daylight. This will give me some good degassing. This will actually cool down my tank pretty good too. But again, the pressure is going to be a problem. I got to figure out how I want to maintain that. So I think one of the, I guess, I'm trying to think, does any ore actually off-gas? Well, yeah, I guess coal does. I was going to say off-gas carbon dioxide. I'm trying to think of a gas that doesn't get off-gas. Use that in the, that's probably not good. Use that in the system so I can filter everything else off. I'm just going to go on a limb here and say that's where my lighthouse is. I'm going to go on blind faith. Yeah, nitrogen's actually probably the best option, because I think lead... Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is an amazing light tower or lighthouse. You can see it through the mountain. That is phenomenal. Okay. That was awesome. I saw my lighthouse through literally dirt and rock. That's okay. I'm gonna have to go through with the terrain manipulator and fill some of these potholes by the base too. It's a little treacherous. Speaking of which. Speaking of which. Okay, let's see, unlock, and we can do this. I did not check my pressure or my temperature. I got a little reagent mix. That's probably constant tan. Actually, it sounds quieter. Oh, okay, I changed my 135. Yeah, we're still struggling. Big right high. Off the do I have any room in here? Oh, I got plenty of room. I'm just gonna shove everything in there. There we go. Yeah, so I got the pressure check. Here we go. Ultimate test. Check that in there. This should start coming down significantly, because this is all mined. Oh yeah, look at that temperature go. Now there might be a possibility that that gets to a point where that needs to shut off. Yeah, I gotta love the, yeah. I have a very similar problem with my, my phone and all the things it likes to try to think I say. Okay. So this is good. So we're not continuously getting connected to that network anymore. That actually pushed me. That was weird. There we go. So I got a very tight tolerance on this, but I think I don't need to be as tolerant now that I got the furnace actually. Oh, yeah, furnace shut itself off. So it's waiting for the temperature to come up in the furnace before it opens back up. This is exactly what I was hoping for. As long as it doesn't come out as a reagent mix. Which I don't think it will, because it's too cool. I think. Oh. I might be having a problem. I might have to centrifuge some stuff. We'll sit here and we'll wait and we'll see. being able to place an order would be a good update. Yes, definitely. Crap. That's not good. Okay. All right. Shoot. It's too bad I don't have a config device here. Okay. Get in there. You did it before. Do it again. Okay. Let's close you. What is going on here? There's the reagent mix. Yep. Okay. Yep, so I did make a reagent mix. Crap. Well. Know what I'm doing here? Oh, shoot. I should probably throw this guy out. Son of a gun. Okay, so my degassing furnace has got a problem. Which I figured it did. Okay. Nope, don't throw it through the shredder. Yeah, so, yeah. 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 Why buy 200 steel when you could literally manufacture it? Okay, there's steel go, or silver will go that way. Let's shoot. Let's close that. Throw this through. This is probably Constantan or something. Yeah, Constantan. One little unit Constantan. Programmable. I don't even know where I pulled that chip out of. Okay. Alright. So I've got to think further about the off-gassing furnace. Alright, so what do we got? So, oh, okay. Check for temperature bounds. I probably should at this point also. So if we're cold, right? So if we're too hot, no. This. So set less than min temp, right? Okay. So here we're setting the hot valve on 1. Okay, R14 is not used at this point, so set equals 0. Set R14 if R14 is 0. So if R14 is 0, which means then turn this to 1. We're going to set batch name H silo. Oh, crikey. This could be a problem. I could be competing right here. I think this might be a little better, though. This is actually probably the chip Okay, that's probably what it is. This chip that I yoinked is probably that one. Okay, so... Oh, wow! Double ads, that's great. Sorry about that. Okay, that's a little annoying, but... Let's make sure that... Is the silo open or closed? I can't tell. Looks like the silo's closed. Furnace got a problem. Okay, why is my silo looking like a metronome now? H14 here, so select set less than right here. Okay. Set less than min temp. We're reading min temp is temperature input here. Set greater than. So 14 is based on this. Okay, so set equal to 0, R14. This is the opposite of that. Right here. So if this is equal to 0, we should open. If this is equal to 1, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see this. Can I see both at the same time? That's what I want to see. Not quite. Well, we can hear it, right? It's supposed to be exactly opposite of it. What is going on? Why is it acting like a metronome? Because I don't see that, the digital valve flapping on and off. Okay, so I'm going to then R12? Okay, we're gonna... Just in case something funny's going on there. for it. It's still acting like a metronome. I don't understand, because that's not flapping on and off. Why? What? Oh, you know what? I know what it is. It's this. This is exactly what's going on here. So let's... Yeah. Let's comment out that code. There we go. There we go. There. Should get rid of the metronome. Okay. Alright. So let's see if I made any more reagent mixes. Hopefully I didn't. Looks like we're okay. Jeez. Alright, Doof, thanks for stopping in, and have yourself a good one. Good luck on your adventures. What? We're up to 4.8 megapascals. One, two, I might just have to inject 2 tanks in here. Yeah, that's it. Insulated tanks, here we come. We're starting to lose temperature in here, that's good. Okay, utility kit. Pipe, utility kit, gas. 10! You betcha. I don't have enough steel for that. Any steel laying around? I don't see any steel laying around, so I need to make some. Alright. So we will dump out 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is coal. Dump out 3, 2, 3. Okay, I want to see what's in here. Yep, that looks correct. Alright. Let's go ahead and lock the helmet, close the helmet. Start cycling this. AC on. Whoop. Yeah, that works better. Make sure empty. Good, we're empty. Okay. Alright.
Hunger caution.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take care of that in a bit. Temperature's not really moving. Very nice. Looking good. And then
Hydration critical.
hydration critical, yeah. Okay, and then coal, and that should have a green light. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now that makes sense. That's exactly what I was expecting to see happen, is that slap itself against the door. Okay. See off. Unlock. There we go. Gotta cycle that. Oop. Let's do that. So I don't take any vacuum damage. Okay. Should have reduced the pressure a little bit, but I think we're still going to have some problems. That added a bunch of capacity to this line, though, so hopefully that means that the exchange with the furnace would be a little bit more efficient. How's the 0.03, 0.005? We're actually filtering it out pretty good. I guess it'd be prudent to check this. Yep, 627. Doing good, doing good, doing good. Let that finish up while we go. We're actually kicking butt here on the pollutant, at least in that room. We get to this room, it might be a different story. Yeah, it's a little bit elevated, but whatever. Okay. Drink some water. Hoopita, hoopita. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Gotta stop trying to use World of Warcraft movement inputs. They do not work. Okay. Alright. Strawberry seeds. Crikey. One plant. We're almost there. Eventually I might actually do something with all the delicious, yummy stuff I'm throwing in there. I just noticed that the strawberries are getting chucked in there and they are being deleted? Because they aren't in there anymore. So maybe they're... Are they actually used in any recipe? Huh. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Pumpkin, at least pumpkin's showing up in there. But yeah, the strawberries are not showing up in there. Whatever. So we're almost there with the strawberries. Just one more harvest time and we'll be good. And then from there... oh, corn. Yeah, I do need to do something with the corn too. Alright, so one more harvest on the corn, two more pumpkin harvests, and then I gotta figure out if I can push that. I don't know, I can't. Well, I could push it one more, but the stuff's gonna be kind of clipped through the wall, so that could be a problem. Could be a problem. Okay, so still feel our cooling. Let's see, our water is down to a good point. Good enough that I'll crack this open. That'll take some load off of this. Because we're almost zero heat transfer here. Oxygen is coming down. That's the big thing. Yeah. I feel like I could inject a bunch of carbon dioxide into the cooling loop. Or I could technically even put oxygen in there. Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to... Nothing's in a very optimal location for that. The closest I can get would be this spaghetti mess, and I could inject with a pressure regulator from here? That's possible. Could make that work. This is, yeah. I mean, we could make this work. Yeah, I do need to bring this up anyway. So we could, if I really wanted to, I've already got the pipe there. That's for my jetpack.
Jetpack critical.
Yeah, so let's go get some more pipe and we'll work on that. We'll work on that. I don't know if this is actually the best point to be trying to inject more heat into the system. Take care of this real quick. I haven't had a power failure, so that's good. Oh, why's that off? Speaking of power failure, you know. That's funny. I literally said something about it and then, yeah. Okay. We are losing power. Yep. Okay. We are discharging. I don't have a storm on the horizon, so I'm going to take 2 of these suckers and throw them into the furnace, or the generator. I don't have a jetpack, so I got to make sure that I don't get myself into a compromised location, otherwise I'm screwed. Oh no! Oh, we got a red dot dot dot. Red dot 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 dot. Okay, we're starting to get some power. Everything's got to charge back up. That's the problem. Three red dots. And now the panels can move. Yeah, need just a little bit more. I'm actually considering putting another wind array in for a storm, for the heck of it, because it's that's a burst of power. And maybe I should consider that too. Yeah. Yeah. I think I got distracted with the power issue. No, I don't want to make a bobblehead. Insulated pipe. 20 is actually good enough. Okay, so if I want to do station battery, right? Large station battery. Battery. Kit battery large. We want 8, I think, is overkill on that, but we're doing it. Gold, copper, okay. Stellite. Silicon. I'll come up with that. Electrum. Steel. Well, that one's easy. Copper and gold. You might have... you got a little bit. So if I want to do 8 of those, that's 280 each of that. 280 of each. Okay. $280. It's going to be all of that. Yeah. And part of the problem is that the copper is probably the majority part of that reagent mix. Well, the good news is this is going to smelt a bunch of it. Still have not, yeah. Still have not put my propellant back in my backpack, my jetpack. What are we doing on battery power? I feel like it would actually be a good idea to throw another battery or two on the solar array. I think that's it, so we'll open that up. Okay. Okay, and that'll be the copper. Still 38, so we're good. That's where you're limited to, so. Okay, and then what's the other number? Yeah, so copper's not quite there, unfortunately. Copper's not quite there. Where am I going? I wanted to go this way. what we want to do. Okay. Oh, I know why you're trickling on and off. It's because this guy is pushing out a little bit of pollutant at a time. Little bit at a time. Yeah, you keep building. So this is moving quite a bit. This is moving like 60 kilojoules of heat. So then I wonder why I'm having trouble up top. Right, let's try to understand my air conditioners up top and see what the deal might be with that. So final stage here is 260. This stage here is 339. This stage here is 393. Stage here is 436, and this is 468. So this is 4 degrees higher. Yeah, operation temperature. You got a literal difference of 470, 35. So I don't know why you're... Oh, that's temperature. Temperature differential. Operational temperature efficiency. So... Okay. These things don't like being hot like that, I guess. 468... Yeah, so maybe I need another right here. Because these look like these are a little bit better. These are a little bit better. But yeah, if it goes 468 to, so that's, I say 468. So 32 degrees. Like literally 40 degrees. Okay, 50. Alright. So if I was going to load it... Oh. Which I'm already over. I already have this updated to the new cable, so... Okay. So if I throw another air conditioner in the loop... I'm going to throw more here. I don't think this matters. Oh, well, take that back. That should improve the pressure in the whole system. We'll let that run for a while. Probably forget about it.
Waste tank caution.
But if I get 2 more ACs... yeah, maybe that'll work. 2 more ACs. Two more ACs, a valve, heavy cable, 2 valves. Pipe, insulated pipe. Let's go ahead and say 40. My goodness, you're still cranking? Silicon. I need more silicon. Almost want to run this through one of these furnaces. Okay, let's run it through this guy though. Don't need any burn damage. Last thing I need to do. Ah, crikey. Okay. Alright, this will give me the insulated pipe I need. I don't think I got enough gold and everything else floating around just to print off the valve.
Power low.
Ooh, the temperature's coming down. Nice. That's very good. Okay. You're still cranking. For the large station battery, we need 4 steel sheets, so I'm going to need 32 steel sheets, 16 electronic parts. So I need 10 more electronic parts. We're dumping a little bit of heat, that's fine. You have anything in it? Yeah, no, you don't. Of course you don't. We'll need... Crikey, I'm going to need a lot of things. I'm going to need cable as well. Put that there as a reminder of all the stuff that I need. got all the deep miners printed off, but never got to it. I did find a corner where I can get a fair amount of stuff. Out of... Crikey. Okay. That is impressive. I will be honest. I got that much more power being sucked away. Whoa. And I still don't have any... Whoa, hello. What did you want? Oh, ores. You want the ores? I should probably take advantage of that at some point. But I am pulling a lot of power. Ugh. Need more battery. More battery now. I don't even have enough steel sheets to do the one.
Hunger caution.
Don't feel like I'm getting anywhere tonight. It's one thing after another. Of course, that's going to be doing its thing. So we got enough for the atmospherics kit for that. I'm going to set you there. Valve. Can I... Yeah, there we go.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, I know. 2 valves. 2 pipe valves. I got enough regular pipe, so I think that's all I need for that. Cable. What the heck? Okay. Fascinating. Actually, I don't need that much. Do I? Well, print it off anyway because it doesn't matter. Heavy cable, that on the other hand. Actually, you know what? Steel sheets. That's another... I might start putting plastic sheets on the steel frame so it's a little harder to accidentally deconstruct. Wow. I mean, come on. It's not sucking that bad. Jeez. Nope. Guess I can't do that. Okay, I got the heavy cable. Or I got the regular cable. Let's pull the heavy cable. Oh, electronic parts. You know what? Yeah. Done with that. There's the iron that we'll need for that. Oh, actually, I'll probably need the frames next. Let's schedule the frames. I think 20's a fine number. Because I essentially need 10 for the windmill. Yeah, the turbines, and then like 5 for the batteries. But okay, this is... Let's go eat and drink, I suppose. Running back and forth. Oh, Lord. Yep, Stationeers, chasing your tail. That's what it feels like most of the time. Lord. I also have to remember that I'm injecting nitrogen into the one system, so I gotta make sure that I don't go too crazy on it. Because that could be a problem. A blown out nitrogen tank is no good to anybody. There's that, there's that. We're good.
Power low.
Let's check the pressure over here first. I mean, it's going up very, very slowly, so... You're still slow and steady. First at a locker. Okay, need the atmospherics kit. Which after we print off the... Which actually I don't think I need that floating around right now. I just needed it. Electronics printer. We're gonna skip the next part. There's frames. Drop that there. Atmospherics kit. Need 2 of those. Two pipe bender. And you need iron, gold, and copper, all of which are in use for here. There we go. Not enough copper. Got enough other stuff, but I need more copper. And, crap, I'm gonna have to go mining for the copper. Because... yeah. Yep, I don't have the copper. Lots of lead floating around here, though. Nice amount of gold. Big crater. Ooh. That looks like lead. It's a big hole. Wandering in the darkness. Oh, there we go. That looks like what I'm looking for. Still makes me jump every time it throws me. Throws me for a loop. It's kind of a small, pitiful... There we go, there's copper. There's more copper. I like that they added the visual cues so you can actually see where the deposit is. Yeah, go where the blue is. It's kind of funny. That's actually what copper oxide looks like. So that's where you would find your copper. Okay, that's enough copper. Turn that off because I don't need it. Tracker. Next. Over that way. 330. I stay on that vector, Victor. Do we have clearance? It's a beautiful thing. Oh god. You know what? Screw it. I'm just flying over there. Just screw it. One. Ooh. That temperature's actually way down. Well. It's gonna go even lower. Okay. Alright, so we got the copper. And you're processing... It's actually mostly iron, gold. Well, there's some copper in there, yeah. Ugh. Okay, should be happy now. Got the 2 atmospherics, got the valves I'm going to need, got the heavy cable, I think I've got enough pipe, well, in the shelf anyway. And then for... I've only got 4 of these batteries printed, so if I want to continue on that now that I'm out of the way on that. Electronics printer. So we need electrum and silicon. This is way over there, I don't know why it is. Gold, copper, steel. Okay. 4 of these. I don't have enough gold. I don't have enough copper. Got the other stuff though. Don't have enough gold. Don't have enough copper. Yeah, I got enough copper in my backpack, and I might be able to have enough gold. Nope, don't have, I'd have to go mine for gold, or wait for it to get spat out. There's actually less walking to go this way. Son of a gun! I don't have the insulated pipe on me. Son of a biscuit. Alright, this will be the last project for the night, I guess. Then we'll have to catch up tomorrow. Yeah, there's that, there's that. Is there anything else I really need? I think I'm good. For this particular project. I'm going to have to check on something because I am really chowing down the power. And I feel like there's something really sucking the power that shouldn't be. I am running more filtration devices. But I got a big backlog of this, so this doesn't bother me that I'm using so much charcoal. But I've got to figure out what my power drain is. Maybe I'll check power cables, make sure that I got a full complement. And that I don't have a pot. Okay, you guys are moving. You guys are moving. I don't see any panels that are misaligned. So all the panels seem to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. I think all the batteries are fine, so it's just literally all my fun stuff. Okay, so now how many? I got 2 spaces. There we go. Air conditioner 1. Air conditioner 2. Yeah, I don't have these doing anything special. Okay, this is the negative 270 side. I'll go ahead and set it while it's got that display, and then the 900 side. Okay. Essentially. Yeah, I'm gonna do this at least for... If I put any more stages in, I'll move it further down. You tie back to the input over there. Okay. Okay, you should be good. Fire you up. Start you up. And then over here, yeah, do this. There's that, and then the input. One-way valve, go the other way. That's how we want it. Good. Pop that open. Throw the wrench right there. start you up, cool you off. Okay, so that should put an additional oomph into the system over here. Let's use the correct analyzer. 6 megapascals. So we boosted it a little bit. Why are you flashing an error? Start. Okay. $285. 340. 383. Okay, so this is going down, so that's good. It's not going down a phenomenal amount, but it is going down. $383. This side is 424, 425. That's getting hot. Pressure efficiency good. Temperature. Oh my goodness, words are hard. The operational temperature efficiency, though, that one kind of makes me wonder. So this is 465, so it's actually doing a very good job of keeping down. 7.7. Pretty sure that's a Mark II tank in the basement, so that's good. Are these dumping any more heat now? Ooh, 8. These went up quite a bit. So, I guess in that should be 32K. This is still going up. 384, 338, 384, 284. And this says... Actually, let's read this because this gives me more digits to work with. The temperature is creeping up. Okay. Yeah, so everything here looks like it was topped off, so I'm actually running out of battery overnight, so I might need to update one of these to a larger battery. That might be literally my problem.
Waste tank caution.
Okay. So we've got some more cooling. That did add a load on the system. Still a load on the system. But I should be able to shed heat a little bit faster now. But the base is coming down, so that's going to be unloaded pretty quick here. Okay, I think we degassed almost everything. Yeah, we Could actually throw in a little bit more to degas. This is quite a bit warm, but I don't have a way to cool it actually, because I might have that valve on. 151. $151 plus 273 is 424. So where's it getting its number from? Oh, it's because of this guy. It's because of that guy right there. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. That would be it. Okay. Yeah. Yep, that's just not going to stay. Okay. So I get trying to filter the air. Speaking of which, how is that doing? Doing really good, actually. Temperature's reasonable, 35. And this is going to be the lowest area, I think. Okay, you still need copper. Yeah, whatever. So let's write a note for tomorrow. Write a note for tomorrow. That we need copper for the amount here. Jesus. Why do I have a highlighter? That's not gonna. I can't write in yellow highlighter on a green piece of paper. So battery on solar. Because we need to do that. Wind turbines plus batteries. Then I think we are in good order for once the cooling system is unloaded fully. It's working on it. Oh, into an AC loop. I'll write that down just so I don't forget. And CO2 in greenhouse tank. So I don't forget that one. Overall good. I can't think of anything else at the moment. I'll have to do something eventually for cooling my liquid nitrogen. That in itself is going to be fun. Slowly getting there. Temperature-wise, 38, doing very good, very solid. Gas tank Mark II is good for 60 kPa, or 20 megapascals. Okay, how much? You're still dumping 60 kilojoules, supposedly. Oh, hang on. Let's actually look at the number here. So it says heat exchange rate. Wait a minute. Heat exchange rate is only... Wait a minute, what? How are you... What? I guess I'm struggling to understand some of these numbers. In your case, your heat exchange capacity is less than a kilojoule, but your latent heat is... Huh. Things aren't working like I would expect them to. What's your heat transfer? Yeah, so... -5 kilojoules? Wait, how's that work? These are all struggling. That one's actually doing some heat exchange. This one's doing squat. I don't know. I might have to make my own custom system to keep up or something. I don't know. Whatever. Go ahead and pop this off to eat, drink, and be merry.
Hunger caution.
And call it a night. That's, yeah. The cooling system is definitely not doing what I was hoping it would do. Very, very strange. Oh well, that's okay. We'll get to the bottom of it. It was very almost stinky there. There we go. All dressed up and ready to go. So pumpkins are ready to harvest. We'll do that next time. So we got a little bit of a task list for tomorrow. And hopefully we'll get a little bit further than we did today. Today felt like we were kind of chasing our tails for most of the day, which is not very fun. So anyway, good place to stop for the night. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.